Dapat kartu kan? Kalian hitung dari kartu.
Good morning, everyone. Well, good morning for me, good evening, good afternoon to the wonderful players competing in the Asia Mobile Esports Tournament 2021. My name is Falcone. I will be your caster and host, guiding you through the finals of this fantastic event.
大家好，歡迎收睇亞洲手遊電競聯賽2021 Asia Mobile Esports Tournament 2021，又係我阿 G 做你哋嘅大賽主持。今日係 AME 2021決賽周嘅第二日，亦都係最後一日。比賽會從4強賽事開始，至到終極決賽。到最後，我哋將會一齊見證王者嘅誕生。比尋日更精彩嘅賽事等緊大家，千祈唔好行開，我哋即刻去睇第一場嘅賽事。
I guess I lied. I guess that lovely lady is actually your host. But I'm going to be your host in English, so that counts for something, right? We have got Ladder Warriors, Resonance, Popo, and Freelancers all ready to face off for that grand title. Ladder Warriors versus Resonance up first, and then Popo versus Freelancers. Winners will face off in the finals. Losers will face off in the third place match. Now, guys, we've had a little chat with the production team and myself. We've decided to mess with the format a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You'll see what I mean in a second. But here we go. Ladder Warriors, CZK, Response, Fresh T, and Wiggly Spoo versus J, NYE, Vex, and Aaron. Are you on face cam? One sec. Sorry, I totally forgot to turn that on. Amber and Colette banned for Ladder Warriors. Leon and Byron banned by Resonance. There it is, and there it is. There's the change. We are actually going to kick things off with Heist on Kaboom Canyon, followed up by Siege on Olive Branch, and then Minecart Madness. You've taken the last two sets that have seen very little gameplay in this tournament. Just shifted them up. They're happening first. They're happening first. Yeah, well, do you know what? Amber, they are interesting bands, Legend. Colette makes the most, well, Colette and Byron obviously make a lot of sense. Amber has been very consistent recently. Like, Amber, it seems with her most recent balance changes, Amber's actually pretty good. And Leon's goated, you know? Leon's the goat. We take those, right? Like, Leon genuinely seems like he's very, very powerful now. And I cannot wait to see how that influences future tournaments as well. He's being banned in this one. And there you go. Is this just an Asia meta? Is this a worldwide thing? We'll find out one way or another soon. But yes. Kaboom Canyon coming up first. We're starting with Heist. Are you guys pumped for some Heist and some Siege today? Let me know. Let me know, YouTube chat. Game 1 is going to start very shortly. In the meantime, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just vibing to the music here. Ba, 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 ba. I dream of this music now. It's true. It happens. It's not a bad thing. Did it just start? Kangamo, the show is just about to start. The first game starts any moment now. You haven't missed a thing. If you just got here, you haven't missed a thing. Kaboom Canyon, Olive Branch, Minecraft Madness, Backup Bowl, and, well, maybe Knockground. Alright, so we're going to start with 8-Bit, Pam, and Piper. Full Out of Warriors versus Piper, Tanuki Jesse, and Colt for Resonance. Eliminations flying in at both sides with 8-Bit just about staying alive there at the bottom. Jay dashes in with Colt, but Pam up close is going to get more of that damage done. Fresh comes in with the Piper and is going to deal some damage to Aaron, but it seems that Fresh is on his own right now. Going to go ahead and destroy that cover. Given that the teams both have mostly long-range brawlers, cover isn't too necessary, but it did maybe mess the response up a little bit there. As Pam doesn't have much cover to play with at all. Jay comes in, is going to super down the safe. That is 15% damage dealt, but the whole of Resonance goes down. This is Ladder Warrior's opportunity to get to the enemy safe. Fresh T with a beautiful snipe there on Jay. And 8-Bit is getting closer and closer. He's wailing away at that safe. Resonance safe down to 79% now, but CZK goes down too. Fresh T and Response going to try and keep Resonance at bay. But so far, Ladder Warriors are not disappointing. Aaron goes down. Bill Nye goes down. Fresh T blasting away at the safe. Response trying to keep his teammates alive. They take down Jay, and that safe is getting weaker and weaker. Bill Nye falls in the center of the map. And right now, Resonance are just struggling to make any progress. Aaron goes down too. The beautiful snipe from Fresh T. 85 versus 25%. Things are looking dire for Resonance as Ladder Warriors do not give up their position on the map. Game 1 goes to the Ladder Warriors. Well, there you have it, guys. Close start. You know, at the beginning, it seemed as though there was only a little bit of damage being done to Resonance safe. And, you know, Colt came through, managed to get a super off on Ladder Warriors safe. It was a strong start from Resonance, but Ladder Warriors sure picked it up. And now we're sitting at 1-0. Now, Ladder Warriors have dominated so far in every single thing that they've done in this tournament. I don't believe they've dropped a game. Will that continue as we go into the grand finals? I hope not. I want to see these games as close as possible. The stream is slower than the Chinese one. Oh, well, you mean like you mean their stream is a little bit further along than ours? Yeah, maybe that's the case. Sometimes when you're dealing with multiple different streams and multiple different languages, with multiple different clean feeds, sometimes one of them will fall behind the other. So yeah, not loads I can do about that one, serious. Enjoy either way. Just try not to spoil yourselves, you know? Try not to spoil yourselves. If you look at that one to see the result, you're not getting the real experience. Similar compositions, except Colt has switched to 8-bit on Resonance's side. They're all using Virus 8-bit. That skin gives me the creeps for some reason. I don't know why it is. Now Resonance have got themselves in a really good position in this early game here. Bill Nye has popped the super, but wasn't able to do much with it. And in fact, Bill Nye goes down. What a reversal. It really looked as though Resonance were going to have an advantage there. But now Ladder Warriors find themselves in position. Both safe still at 100%, and honestly, the battle for the center of this map is frantic. Jay is getting almost close enough to deal some damage now. Bill Nye pops his gadget and wails away at that safe, which is now at 74%. Ladder Warriors are in a little bit of trouble here. Bill Nye still going. 57% for Ladder Warriors safe and 1 minute remaining. Ladder Warriors have got some work to do if they want to win this one. Maybe this is the comeback though. Eliminations coming in left, right, and center from Ladder Warriors. 20 seconds left. 80% still left on the safe. They've got to deal another 23% in order to tie this one out. CZK goes in. 64 versus 57. It's so close. 63. Fresh T just needs to deal a little bit of damage. Response goes in. 59. 58. 55. Both safes taking damage. 54% versus 55. Resonance takes game 2. What? Excuse me? What? What just happened? I demand a recount for that one. Can we get a recount? Is that allowed? 1% in it. I don't even know what happened there. Someone from Resonance's side must have snuck behind enemy lines and just dealt a little bit of damage to the enemy safe. Well, this is exciting. This is very exciting. The score is 1-1 in our first set of the day. This bodes well. Oh, I'm excited. Here we go, guys. Here we go. This is what competitive Brawl Stars is all about. I'm loving the new meta that's formed, by the way. Instead of having Brox destroying the wall on your side as you start, you have Pipers charge at the super and then destroy the wall on your side. People really don't like having walls near their own safe in this game mode. Here we go. Piper Pam and 8-bit again versus Jesse, Pam, and 8-bit again. Okay, same comps. Interesting the J goes for the Jesse instead of the Pam. Oh. Bill Nye in response both go down, but Fresh T finds the kill on J. CZK puts his super in, and look at this. 2 long-range super shots from the Piper with... Sorry, 2 long-range shots from the Piper with 8-bit super, 50% extra damage. Goes straight into the safe there. Bill Nye getting weak on the side. Bill Nye very weak, just about hanging in there. And now Ladder Warriors have been pushed back. Which means if Resonance can get some significant damage on the safe here, they will catch up and overtake Ladder Warriors for now. But alas, Resonance goes down. Ladder Warriors be pushing once more. Response in a very nice position, and that wall is still standing. I wonder if Aaron is going to destroy that any second now. No! Aaron goes down! Bill Nye, very weak. Bill Nye goes down. CZK pops the gadget, and now Resonance safe is tasting the dirt. But hang on a second. Bill Nye taking the opportunity. Blast away at Ladder Warriors safe. All of Resonance are set up and in the good position. Aaron's super is ready to go. CZK on 7 health. On 7 health. Able to take out the enemy 8-bit. And now things are looking bad for Resonance. 35% separates these two teams, and I don't think Resonance are going to be better to push enough. Bill Nye goes down. Jay goes down. The game is over. Heist goes to the Ladder Warriors. Well, there you have it. Set 1, while close, Resonance really began to make a comeback and even won game 2. They didn't win it by much, and they did lose the other 2 games by a reasonable margin. Ladder Warriors seem to be the favorite here, but at least we've got some exciting games coming up. That is Heist over and done with, but we are going to move on to our next game, which is not Brawl Ball. It is Siege on Olive Branch. That's right, if you just joined us recently, we've switched up the format a little bit today. We start with Heist, then we move on to Siege, then Gem Grab, and then Brawl Ball, and then if we get there, then Bounty. But yeah, a very, very different game today. And now I love me some Siege. It's no secret that Siege is secretly... Let's just say it's no secret. There's no Siege. Siege is low-key my favorite game mode. To play, to watch, whatever. I love Siege. And I know that's not a popular opinion. And I'm sorry. I just think Siege is cool. I think it's cool. I like how there's multiple phases to it. The gathering the bolts, the attack or the defense, the tactically trying to make sure you have the right amount of bolts, because sometimes getting too many in the first siege and then not having enough in the second is bad. So sometimes you want to time it right so that you can collect them, you know, just before the first siege six over, so it counts for the next one. Look, I personally like Siege, okay? That's just me. Deal with it. And yes, this definitely seems like a Sprout map. I agree with what is being said in chat. We've had the bans are Colette, Amber, Leon, and Byron. In a world where Sprout isn't banned, I think Sprout gets picked a lot here. I think Sprout gets picked a lot in Minecraft Madness as well. And probably in the later game types as well. I like watching Siege, not playing it. It's so tough to make decisions. There you go, Batman. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Well, here we go. Well, I was wrong about Sprout. We got Max, Surge, and Pam versus Bibi, Surge, and Max. Aaron is going to grab that first bolt on the left side. Resonance. Get that first siege bot in. It's storming through. But CZK and Fresh are in the way, and they're blocking a lot of the damage here. The siege bot is going to connect, but only for 12%, but that doesn't matter too much. The key thing here is it looks like Resonance have 3 bolts towards the next siege already. And Ladder Warriors are in trouble. Although, they're able to take down Vex and storm through the center. Aaron, with that beautiful super, hits the 8-bit twice, then bashes. Sorry, the surge twice. Then bashes him This attack. Aaron holding strong on the left. That is 8 bolts. 9 bolts. Level 8 siege bot. So 1 more bolt bank for the next one. Ladder Warriors have got some work to do here to defend this. Fresh T and CZK are going to get in the way of the siege bot. But how much can they actually block? Pam, very weak. Backs off. 25% damage done. Okay, well, it's now all about the position. Resonance have control of the map right now. If Vex can grab these bolts and get away, if Bill Nye grabs the one on the right, this is a disaster for Ladder Warriors. They cannot get a grip on this game. CZK is able to take down the enemy BB. They're 1 bolt ahead. But it's not enough. Bill Nye escapes with 2 more bolts. Resonance are going to take this game. Well, there you have it. That is game 1 of Siege going to Resonance, which is not necessarily what I would have expected after that last set. But honestly, they dominated that one. All 3 sieges went to them. There's no denying it that Siege performance was pretty good. But I think with Siege, a lot of the time it does come down to the first one. Get the first siege and then just hold your position. Ladder Warriors is going to have to come back swinging, or it's going to be 1 set each. We're finding out the results for this one any second now. You're watching the Asia Mobile Esports Tournament 2021, brought to you by LeaguePass and Cyberport. Guys, make sure you check out the sponsors. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear me saying. I know that sounds lame. Oh yeah, Cass is saying check out the sponsors. Sure. Yes, that's all well and good. But remember, these events only happen because of sponsors. So if you want more Brawl Stars events like this to happen, just do something. Visit a website. Download a thing. It's free. Presumably. And just by doing those simple acts, you can maybe make more of these events happen. All right, here we go. BB Surge Max versus Rosa Surge Max. Resonance dropping their Pam for a Rosa. But already it doesn't seem to matter too much, as that is 2 bolts. 3 bolts for Resonance. Resonance have got that start off. Clearly Siege not seeming like Ladder Warriors game so much. Olive Branch is a very cramped map as well. I really am surprised we're not seeing Sprouts and more, you know, and Barley and throwable rollers. 84% remaining, but again, Resonance has control of the center, and they have 2 bolts towards the next siege. Fresh T there with the damage and the jump. Ah, there we go. You can see the timer now. Good job, production team. Love that. But it doesn't matter as Resonance are coming in again. However, Ladder Warriors have 5 bolts towards their siege. This is still winnable by them in this round. 72% damage is not that bad. And look at this. Ladder Warriors somehow got complete control of the center. CZK missing the bubble on Aaron. Not going to be able to fight for that bolt. But Response running around on the right side, collecting them. With 13 seconds on the clock, Resonance cannot catch up to this bolt lead. Which means this whole game is going to come down to one push from Ladder Warriors. They need to stay alive now. Any elimination from Resonance right now is going to mean that they probably can't win the game. Siegebot is getting weak already. The Ike, 70%. There you go. That'll do it. That'll do it. That's enough. Ladder Warriors tie this set up. Well, there you have it. We are even in Siege. If Resonance win the next game, we have completely tied up this series. If Ladder Warriors win it, we move on to Gem Grab and we move on to Match Point. This next game is important, guys. Again, it's single elimination. The winner of this match will move on to the Grand Finals. The loser will be competing in the third place match, which is great. Still a third place match. You don't want to be. That's not where you want to be. That's not where you're aiming for. It's a single elimination bracket. The teams have fought through qualifiers and then the group stages last week in order to get here. This is it. This is the moment. Ladder Warriors have been dominating until now. Is this the moment they slip up? Is this the moment that Resonance slip up and get eliminated? We'll be finding out any moment now as Siege continues. This is the Asia Mobile Esports Tournament. It is Grand Finals Day. Can we get some hype in the YouTube chat, please, guys? It's the finals. Who do you think's going to win? I want to know. I want your predictions right now. Ladder Warriors, Resonance. Which team is going to take this one down? And also, who's going to win the whole thing? It's a pretty important question as well. Apologies for the delay, by the way, guys. It's just that I'm sure we're just waiting on a player. I mentioned this yesterday. Whenever there's a delay between games, never blame your caster. Never blame the caster. Believe me, the last thing your caster wants to do is be talking over nothing. As much as it seems that we love the sounds of our own voice, we actually much prefer watching gameplay. Trust me. It's usually the case that that there's a player that struggled to connect. Or something like that. And sometimes that can take a few moments. I'm cheering for Resonance, says Shrista. Resonance. Wow. Resonance are fully prepared with the comms? Sure. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of support for Resonance in chat. Not so much for Freelancers, which I'm kind of surprised by. Sorry, not Freelancers, Ladder Warriors. Freelancers are playing later. What's a caster? A commentator. Whatever you like to call it. What I'm doing now. Right, here you go. Surge, Rosa, Max versus Max. Surge. And is that BB on the side? BB. Resonance BB going to get a good hit on CZK at the start, knocking him back, allowing him to bank this bolt. going to be a tie siege to start with. Ooh, interesting. They've kind of switched comps here, as it's now Resonance going with the BB, and Ladder Warriors going with the Rosa. Interesting. CZK has sort of claimed the right side of the map here with all of these, all of this bushes. Just trying to make sure it's as difficult for the other team to spot him as he grabs the bolts as he can, keeping BB not concealed. CZK pops the super. He's going to chase that BB away. Looks like it is going to be a bolt win for Ladder Warriors, but Resonance have got enough bolts where I think it's probably possible that they are guaranteed the win for the next siege now, especially if they grab this last one on the right. Yep, that's going to be 8 bolts. Oh, and the siege bot goes down with only 6% damage done. Now, I believe the maximum that Ladder Warriors can get here is 9. So they can possibly win this, but they are going to need to work for it. And with them already losing a player, oh no, it's falling apart for Ladder Warriors. Surge banks a bolt, and with that, the dream of winning this siege is over, which means the only way Ladder Warriors wins this game of siege is if they can defend against this level 14 siege bot taking less than 6% damage. Here we go. CZK is going to back off and try and get into the safe zone, but no! Surge's damage is going to take him down. Response can't stop this alone. Resonance are going to take siege. Well, we find ourselves at a 1-1 set score. Moving on to Minecart Madness. It's gem grab time. Now, we're definitely going to see Brawl Ball, which means we might even get all the way to Bounty. Ironic that we should switch the sets around and then maybe have this be our first match when we get to the final set. But there you go. Resonance have evened things out. That is some very well played siege. Here's Minecart Madness. That was just some really good defense from Resonance. The problem is when you tie the first siege, oftentimes, if you win the second siege, but not by much, it guarantees the other team the third siege. And it's going to be more powerful than the second siege was. So if you tie the first siege and you win the second siege, you want to be winning there and then. You want to win that whole match right there. Or you're in trouble, as we saw from Freelancers there. Sorry, Ladder Warriors. What's wrong with me? All right, here we go. Minecart Madness coming up next. Why no Sprout and Siege? Very good question. I genuinely would have expected to see Sprout and Siege myself, actually. Obviously, the wall is fantastic. Obviously, being able to shoot over other walls is fantastic. Yeah, I would have expected that, but there you go. Maybe at some point a player in the chat will pop up and answer that question for us. Maybe we'll see it in the next match. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But here we go. Gem Grab Minecart Madness coming up. Due to tanks and Surge. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You are watching the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament.
Where will I put
Would you buy LeaguePass on Cyberport? And here we go. It's gem grab, and now you're seeing some Sprouts out to play. Pam Sprout and Max versus Jesse Sprout and Max. So far, Pam seems to be the fringe pick of the day. You're regularly seeing her picked by one team, but not the other. Whereas the rest of the lineup seems to be pretty similar across the board in most game types. Good hits from Fresh T there, as Jay is having to just retreat as the Sprout. Ladder Warriors getting some nice eliminations there. Max having to stay back. Another hedge. Blocks J&J! Splattered by the minecart. Takes damage twice, but does manage to stay alive. That is going to be 10 gems for Ladder Warriors. No, that's 9 now as Bill Nye steals the 10th. That's 10 if CZK stays alive. Slowed down by Jesse's turret and the gadget. No, CZK goes down. But Fresh T with the speed boost. Actually isn't going to grab it. Response is going to grab it this time. 10 gems to 2 though, so Resonance are going to need to get an elimination here. Fresh T or Response would do the trick. Response goes down. Oh no. Alright, CZK now. All 10 gems. Still only 2 on the other side. So it doesn't look like Resonance can equalize. And Response dashes in, grabs some gems, dies. Can Jay grab enough gems to equalize this? I don't think he can. And that is going to be game 1 to Ladder Warriors. Ladder Warriors back to looking strong once more. It's still a very close match. This is, I think, one of the closest matches that we've had in this entire event so far, as we have actually got one set on each side. We did have that at one point last Sunday. Last Sunday? Yeah, last Sunday. There was one match that we saw go to set 4. Otherwise, every single match has only gone to set 3. So this is close. These teams are evenly matched. But will this continue? Or will Ladder Warriors pick up the momentum and start to dominate? Maybe Siege was just their weak point. Maybe they weren't expecting Siege. I think it was a decision that was made quite recently to switch the first couple sets up. So maybe they just weren't expecting that. But there you go. The score is 1-0 in this set. If Ladder Warriors win this, then it was going to be match point on Brawl Ball. We'll find out any moment now as the next game starts. You're watching the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament 2021 and it's finals day. Guys, if you didn't notice, there's a giveaway on Twitter. Make sure you're following LeaguePass on Twitter. They're giving away 10 Brawl passes. Check that out. Oh, we're giving away 10 Brawl passes, I should say. Go check that out if you haven't done so already. But here we go. Minecart Madness Game 2. And Jay pushed all the way back and eliminated Ladder Warriors with a very nice start. Fresh T, not quite able to go forward and grab that gem, but he is able to get back and grab the 8th. Narrowly dodges the minecart. That must have been almost frame perfect. And honestly, it looks like Fresh T is just going to grab gem number 10 if he stays alive now. Elimination here would be a disaster. No, CZK is going to grab it. And, yep, Ladder Warriors on the retreat. Fresh T going to grab another gem, which means now Resonance has to deal with him. And CZK can actually run in and die without worrying about it. Well, there you go. Minecart Madness. Gem grab goes to Ladder Warriors, which means we move on to Brawl. It's Backyard Bowl. Ladder Warriors are this close to qualifying. This close, specifically, to qualifying for the Grand Finals. Resonance on the back foot, but they can still pick this one up as we move into set 4. Again, apologies for the break, Manav. We try and keep the breaks between games as short as we can. I know that I've chatted with the production team about that as well. Generally in Brawl Stars Esports, we know that breaks aren't ideal. So we want to keep them as small as possible. But we still have the reality of having to wait for the players to get ready. And sometimes they take a little while. So players, if you're listening to this, hurry up and ready up. We're waiting for you guys. Waiting for you, buds. In Backyard Bowl, we're expecting to see lots of long-range brawlers, typically bees. We have seen Sprouts do some work over the last few days. Max also, obviously, very, very good on this map and in Brawl in general. Edgar has not been banned, so it is possible that we see an Edgar. Oh, thank you very much, CMC. Appreciate that. Byron has been banned, actually, Manav, so you won't be seeing Byron. Again, Byron, Colette, Amber, and Leon are the bans for this one. So you definitely won't be seeing those brawlers. Well, I mean, hopefully not. They'll be, you know, there'll be an instant game loss if they do. I expect that the Ruffs was banned. I'll double check with that. My expectation is that Ruffs has been globally banned. So like actually banned by the production team rather than by the teams themselves. But I've just shot a message to my contact at LeaguePass and asked the question. So hopefully they'll come back to me with the answer for that very shortly, and I'll be able to fill you in. But as it's come up in chat, feels like I should probably test. But we do know from yesterday that the new gadgets were not banned. We did see Tick's new gadget and Tara's new gadget. So we know that it's possible to see those. PSG Shelly is definitely not globally banned. But yes, I've just had confirmation. the Ruffs is globally banned. Bum, 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 bum. Again, apologies for the delay between the games, guys. As all I'm doing is watching the feed. Basically, I'm doing the same thing as you are. I'm watching the feed myself and I'm talking over it for you guys. That's the so as far as delays go, I don't really have any contact with what's going on at the studio. I can't tell you what's going on there. All I can do is apologize. Ruff is not banned for February qualifiers. Ah, well, that's exciting. I'm a big fan of that personally. 8-bit Piper Max versus 8-bit Pam Max. There you go again. Same thing with Pam. Piper on one side, Pam on the other. CZK! What was that? Just walked the ball, just walked around the other team and hit the ball in. Bill Nye kicks the ball down. CZK can't stop this, and it's now even. And a huge projectile battle in the center as the 8-bits on the left. Oh, what happened? Piper went down. Fresh T puts up the super, but it's not going to survive. I think Vex is using Mama's Squeeze as well, which actually dealt with the damage turret for 8-bit. Ladder Warriors pushed right up against their spawn. It's 1-1 in this game. And that's it. Resonance. Get the first win in Brawl. Oh man, if Resonance win one more game, we go all the way to set 5, all the way to Bounty. Can you imagine? Yeah, right now Ladder Warrior are leading, but one more win for Resonance, and that is completely even. We're going to set 5 for the first time in this tournament. That is so exciting. These teams seem very evenly matched. Much more than any other teams that we've seen so far in this tournament. Let's wait. It won't be that long, Infernos. It won't be that. We are trying to move things on. I'm sure the team are trying to move things on as quickly as possible. Let me see if I can get a little bit of insight as to what's going on the other side of the planet right now. Yeah, I've just shot a message to my contact at LeaguePass. Again, it takes a little while for me to get this info because there's literally info coming from the other side of the world. But hopefully I'll be able to fill you in soon on what the problem is with the delayed starts. And hopefully the game starts. There it is. Wow, Vex just got deleted in the center with projectiles on every side. Aaron, very weak, having to try and retreat. 8-bit goes down. Responsive super is going to destroy the defenses. It is Mama's Squeeze. Both Pams are using Mama's Squeeze rather than Mama's Hug. because these Pam healing turrets are actually destroying the 8-bit damage turrets, which is hilarious. You never expect Mama Squeeze. I never do anyway, as Fresh T kicks that ball in. Ladder Warriors making a strong start for this game. Fighting back. Fresh T kicks the ball to response. Who's gonna hit it? Super over. And then just die. Unfortunate. Fresh T though with this healing turret, which again, as we've established, isn't just a healing turret. Thanks to Mama Squeeze. It does go down though. Oh my goodness. Fresh T is just about able to get that elimination off in time. Response going to get the ball back towards the goal and try and take care of Bill Nye, who teleported closer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Things are falling apart for the Ladder Warriors. It's Resonance score. It's 1-1. We're going to be heading into overtime. And Ladder Warriors get it in. It is 1-1 in Brawl. Now this game has a lot riding on it. If Ladder Warriors win the next game of Brawl Ball, they win the match and they go through to the finals. If Ladder Warriors lose this next game of Brawl Ball, then we move on to Bounty. We move on to Bounty, and it could be any team's game. This is the closest match that we have had so far in the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament, and I love to see it. Again, it's brought to you by LeaguePass Cyberport. Please do check out the sponsors. And once more, LeaguePass are running a giveaway on Twitter. They are giving away 10 Brawl Passes. Go and check them out. You've got about another hour, I'm guessing, to enter before they choose their 10 winners. So do check them out. All you have to do is go over to Twitter, retweet my tweet about the giveaway, and make sure you're following myself and LeaguePass on Twitter. That's all you have to do. That's it. Simple as that. Only 650 people have entered. And we're giving away 10. So, you know, you've got a reasonable chance to win. Like 1 in 60? It's not bad for a little retweet and a follow. 1 in 60 chance for a Brawl Pass. I take those. Except I wasn't allowed to enter because I'm here doing this. I have to... Yeah. It's not really fair when you think about it. The two teams play with each other a lot. I wouldn't be surprised at how close the matches are. Well, here we go. This time it's Pow on both sides, 8-bit on both sides, and it's Piper and Max are the different brawlers. Resonance falling immediately to the other team. Is this just a goal? No, because Response used the super and cannot break down the wall. Caesar K is going to try and suppress the other team all he can with this damage turret. Fresh T. Pushing forwards. Passes to response. It's not quite going in. CZK again with the damage turret. 3 enemy brawlers all lined up against their goal in a horrible position. The healing turret with Mama Squeeze goes out and Vex takes some damage but is able to deal with it before getting eliminated. And now it looks like on the left side, Bill Nye and Aaron are pushing the other team back. CZK is a little weak. Response holding on to his position on the right as Piper. Destroying these defenses even more so they can get these long range hits in. Oh, the healing turret and CZK between them are able to take out Resonance's Pam. And could this be a goal? Fresh T's going for it, but no! He goes down. Mama Squeeze and also the other 2 brawlers are too much to deal with. And the whole of Ladder Warriors get taken out. The defenses go down. Only Aaron survives for Resonance. In fact, everyone falls except Response. This is Response's opportunity. He's going to pass the ball forwards. And now he knows he needs to win a fight in the center here. But there's 3 enemy brawlers that don't want to let that happen. The damage turret goes up on one side, healing on the other. Vex falls. That is disastrous for Resonance. Bill Nye falls on the left side, but so does the other player for Ladder Warriors. Fresh T is pushing forwards. Response gets the ball. He super shoots it. He scores. Ladder Warriors are your first finalists. With the clutch pass at the last possible moment to Response, threading the needle. Response with the super ready. Mwah, beautiful. GG's Jay. You guys fought very well indeed. What a match for sure. Congratulations to our winners, Ladder Warriors, who I believe are about to pop up on the screen just here. If I just weatherman this for a second. Here, you see the Ladder Warriors. No? Okay, never mind. Bill Nye, the science guy, not getting in. Yeah, I was thinking that. Feels bad, man. So Resonance are knocked out, but you will be seeing them again for the 3rd place match that's going to take place before the grand finals later today. There's our Ladder Warriors. CZK Response, Fresh T, and Wriggly Spoo. Which, even though we didn't see him, it's still my favorite name. That hasn't changed. Congratulations! They are your first finalists! Here's the bracket now. Next up, we're going to have Popo up against the Freelancers. And boy, oh boy, I hope that this match is as close, if not closer, than the last one. It's the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament. There's our smiling Poco. I love to see it. Isn't he happy? Are you guys as happy as Poco right now? I hope so. We got Lulu, Kiratampo, and the name that I have no idea how to pronounce. I'm sorry. Versus Trash Ken, Instinct, Rohit, and Trash Vade. Edgar Byron banned from Popo. Wow, they do not want to mess around with the new brawlers at all. Jesse Byron banned from Freelancers. It's funny, Edgar didn't even see any play in the last match. But banned in this one. Again, Byron banned on both sides, which means only 3 bans total. Well, 4 if you count Ruffs. And here is the play order. Now, if you've only just joined us recently, you won't know this. But before now, up until today, we started with Minecart Madness, then Backyard Brawl, then Canal Grand, then Kaboom Canyon, then Olive Branch. But because we didn't see much Kaboom Canyon or Olive Branch, for the Grand Finals, what we've done is we've shifted those last 2 sets right to the top. So it's now Kaboom Canyon into Olive Branch, and then Minecart Madness. Kaboom Canyon to start off the day, though. Start off the match. All right, here we go. We got Colette in the action this time, and Amber. Look at that. They were banned before, but now they're being played by both sides. And I think now we can understand a little bit why these bans took place. Brock and 8-Bit are the other brawlers. Amber seems to be in a really good place now, and I think that Heist and Siege are particularly good game modes for her. Hence the bans before. Kira and Trash Stinks both messing around with their Colettes on the left side. Both using the shield. But it is pretty consistent that Popo are dealing damage to Freelancer safe right now and not the other way around. Brock is able to just keep lining himself up, dealing the damage, getting that incendiary damage over time going, and then backing off. And now it is Freelancer's time to attack the enemy base. Ken gets nice and close, gets a super into it. So does Trash Stinkt. In fact, look at that health going down. Trash Stinkt is going to super again. Takes out the Brock at the same time. Lulu, what the heck? Trash Stinkt is popping off. Trash Stinkt, 3 back-to-back supers, dealing with the enemy safe, dealing with enemy brawlers. Freelancers with the ultimate comeback. %11 to 14%. No, Kirat is just sticking around. It's 11 to 9. Freelancers need to do something now or they're going to lose. Trash Stinkt supers in, gets the elimination on the enemy save. Wow. All right, well, that game looked like it was Popo's. But I've got to say, Trash Stinkt absolutely carried that last game. The amount of supers they hit the safe there whilst also hitting other brawlers was unreal. And really, I guess that's Popo's fault for letting their brawlers get in the way of that super, because every time a brawler got in the way of the super, it not only did the super damage the safe, but it also then charged the next super, whilst also giving Colette this extra shield. So yeah, Colette's super very, very powerful at the moment. You're watching the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament 2021. Brought to you by LeaguePass and Cyberport. It's one of many Brawl Stars events that's going to take place this year. Guys, get excited, because 2021 is the year for Brawl Stars Esports. This is the year for Brawl Esports. Believe me. If you thought 2020 was cool when it came to Brawl Stars Esports, you haven't seen nothing yet. You haven't seen nothing yet. Colette Amber and 8-Bit on Popo's side once again. In fact, whoa, it's a mirror match. Okay, both teams bringing out the 8-Bits this time. Trash Dinked, taking a lot of damage to the 8-Bit there. Trash Rohit gets weak as well, and goes down. Popo with this early lead, but Ken dealing a lot of damage to Lulu. Can he get close enough? Not quite. Lulu going to stay alive just for now. Kirita has their super ready. Getting close to the enemy safe. Just needs to get a little bit more distance closed. I'm surprised the Popo's Colette hasn't supered yet. Oh, there it is. Actually, going to just focus on taking out the damage turret instead. The damage turret's back up again. Neither team really doing anything relevant here. Trash Dinked takes out the enemy 8-Bit. Lulu goes down. This is Freelancer's opportunity. Trash Dinked super is just charged now. In he goes. That's 13% damage done. And the super's charged again. This is what's nutty about Colette, is that the super just charges up again so fast. Rohit is doing everything he can to keep the enemy team at bay by just locking down the center. Trash Dinked just about gets the elimination on the other enemy Colette, but goes down herself. 27% damage done to Popo's safe. Popo could still take this one back. Lulu and 8-Bit on the right side. They are going for it. Amber gets in the way. It's not enough damage. And Freelancers take heist. We're moving on to Siege on Olive Branch now. Freelancers have got their first big win. 2 more sets to go before they make their way to the finals. Now again, if you missed it, Kaboom Canyon into Olive Branch into Minecraft Madness are the first 3 sets today. And I wonder how different the compositions are going to be this time. Again, Colette and Amber, maybe they're going to make a huge difference on Siege. But no, we actually are going to see the Sprout this time. And Leon popping up as well. And Amber, okay. Versus Colette, Sprout, and BB. Wow, very different compositions. Only Sprout on both sides. And to be honest, this is what we expected from the last team. I guess the bans really made that much of a difference, huh? First Siege bot coming in for Popo, but 2 bolts banked for the next Siege. The Freelancers. Here goes the Siege bot. Kirit on the left there is dealing a lot of damage to the players just from behind the scenes. Gets a little close to the Ike and is going to actually deal 29% damage alongside the Siege bot. While maintaining control of the center. That's not bad. Rohit on the Lunar Sprout there has been sort of blocked out, as our other Sprout is able to go ahead and collect all of these bolts. Wow. Things looking really solid for Popo now. Trash Dinked is going to fall as well. As Popo collect bolts left, right, and center. Sprout is going to stand in the way while he can, absorbing hits with the shield, but he goes down. And the Siege bot is wailing away at the Ike. 49% now. And Popo have the bolt lead. Freelancers need to do something about this. And Trash Stinks just can't do anything against this Lulu, except hope the Lulu runs out of ammo. Trash Stink goes down. Guys, the first game of Siege goes to Popo. And now we'll just watch this one go down. Popo take the first game of Siege, and that blows this series wide open, in my opinion. Because this is what we saw from the previous match as well. We saw our first championship contenders, the Ladder Warriors. We saw them annihilate in Heist. Then they fell back when it came to Siege, and the other team won. Is this going to be the same thing? Are we going to be ending this set with a 1-1 set score? We'll be finding out in just a few moments. But I'm excited. Man. You know, some teams just really thrive on Siege. Some teams just aren't quite as good at it. But we'll see if that continues. Max Sprout and Leon once more for Popo. Versus, this time Surge comes out. Instead of the Colette with Leon and Sprout. So Colette and Amber are gone. Trash Stink with a teleport there is just about going to miss the Lulu, but Trash Rohit comes in, finishes the job. This time, I mean, it's still going to be an early siege bot for Popo. Can Trash Stink bank this bolt? It looks like he can. Oh, the wall messed up for Freelancers. The siege bot got knocked closer. Yikes. 25% damage done already. Trash Stink does what he can, but he's going to get eliminated. And Lulu really taking advantage there of Max's second gadget. Teleports back into about full health once more. And guys, this really looks like Popo are going to annihilate in Siege. That being said, if Freelancers can defend this, which it looks like they probably will, they do have the 6-bolt lead. They just need to deal 50% to the enemy Ike. That's all. Just half. It does also rely on them winning the siege, though. Lulu is banking 2 bolts, 3 bolts. Ken is going to grab 1, though. If they could just hold the right-hand side, that should be enough. Ken needs to bank this, and he falls. Can Rohit bank it? Yes, he can. Freelancers are going to get a siege bot, but is this going to be enough? I don't think it is, guys. Trash Stinks is dealing some damage. Hang on a second. 56, 52%. 52%! 1% in it. It's not enough. Freelancers take siege. History repeats itself. History repeats itself, and it seems as though we have a 1-1 set score yet again. Yeah, the sprout missile hit, and that one missile missing cost them the set. So they're gonna have to dust themselves off, brush themselves down. Is that right? Dust themselves down, brush themselves off, something like that. And we're gonna move on to Minecart Madness. Right? Nah, they won't be flaming each other, guys. Don't forget. In esports, your teammates are also your friends as well. Like, they're not gonna be nasty about it. Things happen. And you guys definitely shouldn't be flaming either. You don't know what the situation is. Maybe there was a really bad lag spike. Maybe he disconnected right at the end. You don't know. All right, we're moving on to Minecart Madness. It's the third set. You're watching the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament 2021, the Brawl Stars edition. Finals for Clash Royale, I believe, will follow later today if you want to see those. But here we go. Max Sprout Amber on both sides. Amber really seeing some play this weekend. But it's going to be the Freelancers that get a very nice early lead. Rohit's going to get hit by that minecart. They're hanging in there. They are battling for control of the center right now as Rohit does not want to get eliminated. So rather than risk grabbing those extra gems, he just backed off. Might be able to grab this one though. These two. Now they need a team wipe really. Trash stinks though! Sneaking around the side. Able to get so much damage in and stay so healthy thanks to the super and the star power. Lulu goes down to Trash Ken, and honestly, Popo just cannot seem to get it together this game. That's 10 gems. Ken goes down, but Rohit is able to clean up the gems nicely. No gems on Popo's side. This is pretty cut and dry. Well, guys, that was not a close game. It feels like every other game that we've seen in this match so far has been particularly close. That one was not. That one was pretty cut and dry. Honestly, Freelancers just annihilated that one. If that's what we see more of now, I would like to start to get a little bit concerned for Popo as we move on into Brawl Ball. We are going to get into Brawl Ball again as this set has gone 1-1, which means we will get to set 4, which is going to be Brawl Ball. But I would say right now, Freelancers are looking really good. Leon Pam Nani versus Leon Sprout and Amber. Wow, who would have thought Leon would be in a stage where Leon is the only brawler being played by both teams? My God, just perfectly blocking Lulu's shots on the right there. And once again, it just seems like Freelancers have slightly better positioning and control of the map. Pam is going to go ahead and grab one of these gems. Okay, the healing turret's up. Maybe this is a bit of a reversal. Yeah. Well played by Popo indeed for getting a little bit of a grip on the battlefield there. The minecart is going to get in the way and stop them from retreating. Oh, that's very awkward. And now Freelancers, again, partly thanks to the minecart, have complete control of the map. Sprout deals so much damage at the moment. It's just hard to move forwards when there's a Sprout blocking you. Ken is going to almost deal with Kirita and the Pam. But it's just no good. There's nothing Popo can do to get these gems back. Freelancers take gem grab. Which means we move on to match point. It's Brawl Ball on Backyard Bowl. Blink and you could miss this. Freelancers basically won gem grab as fast as they possibly can. I wouldn't quite expect the same from Brawl Ball. But this has the potential of still being pretty one-sided. We're going to find out in just a few moments at the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament 2021. I wonder what meta we're going to see as we move on to Backyard Bowl here. The bans seem to influence it dramatically. Again, Edgar, Jesse, and Byron are the bans here. I tend to expect B on Backyard Bowl. We've seen that a lot over the last week. Not so much today so far, though. Colette also could make another appearance. Teams are really liking Colette at the moment. Oh, across almost every game type. There's like a chat there, what Jay is saying. Surge is more versatile. Why didn't you use Sprout and Siege? Oh, you used Surge instead of Sprout because you think it's more versatile? Sure, okay. Interesting. It's funny because Sprout seems particularly good in the meta right now. It's particularly powerful in general. Like, forget about the meta, just as attack is very powerful. It's really interesting to me that Surge just picks over the top of in Siege. But there you go. We got 8-Bit Piper Colette versus 8-Bit Amber and Leon. Leon seems really good in Brawl Ball at the moment. Pop that super and then grab the ball and yeah, you got a very tanky brawler out of nowhere. Ball back at Freelancer's goal. However, it's not the end of the world for them. They're all healthy. They're all doing good. Popo are quite pushed far back themselves. Popo don't seem willing to actually push forward too much at the moment. And as a result, Rohit is able to get that ball much closer towards Popo's goal. Kirit's going to throw it back with Colette. We have a bit of a stalemate here. Freelancers get their first goal, and 15 seconds on the clock means that I think it's very unlikely that Popo are going to make a comeback here. Trash Stink just pushing that ball towards the other goal. It just doesn't matter anymore. Freelancers take game number 1 of Brawl Ball. Which means we are heading to match point. If Freelancers win this next game of Brawl Ball, they will be facing off against the Ladder Warriors in the Grand Finals, which we'll be watching after the third place match. But grand finals is what it's all about. It's what it's all about. Fade says, Brawl Ball, we've got delay. Yeah. There's nothing. The thing is, there's nothing you can do about it, guys. I don't want to spend too much of my I'm intentionally ignoring most of the delay comments today because I don't think it's very productive. It doesn't get us anywhere. But like at the end of the day, there will be delay with these teams playing internationally. Unfortunately, it's just the way the game is. And like I said, the players know about this when they sign up to the tournament. It's not like a surprise. So, yeah. As tempting as it is to just talk about delay all morning, it just doesn't get you anywhere. It's certainly not going to get me anywhere. And it's certainly not going to get the players anywhere either. Regardless of delay, just got to hope that the players do the best they can, play the best Brawl style they can. And maybe if they've got delay, even overturn the odds. We got a Mortis and a Jean and a Leon. Now for Popo. Versus Leon, Nani, Amber. Wow, these compositions are insane today. Mortis goes in at the top there. Is able to deal some damage to the Leon, but has to back off. Leon back at full health thanks to the super. Trash League's coming in, dealing so much damage. The clone comes out and Kirit has to use up an hour to deal with it. Jean with the pull though is going to claim Nani. Look at this. Popo just overwhelmed. They could not stop that. This is it. One more goal for freelancers and we will be seeing them in the finals. Popo making a good push though. The pull on Trash stinks. This could be a goal on the other side. Kirit goes in. Elimination. Rohit is all that stands in the way. No. Popo. Score a goal. It's 1-1. Popo fighting back. Popo! Managed to get the win, tying up this set. Oh boy. Well, now things get interesting. If Popo win this next game, we go all the way to Bounty. These are some close matches today. Very interesting. Mortis popped off towards the end there. That was very good from Kirit. Vade actually, hang on. Trash Vade came in and said that they had the delay a while back, guys. So I don't know if you guys are just kind of guessing in chat which team's got it, but I mean, Vade actually said that. Vex says you can literally see how slow Mortis is dashing. Yeah, but that just could be spectate delay, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe both teams have got delay. Maybe it's fair. Oh, man, I hate delay. Brawl their server before our server? Oh, right, okay. Well, that's kind of fair, right? Ew. You are watching the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament 2021. It is finals day, and we are on the second semi-final match between Popo and Freelancers. If Freelancers win this game, they will be your second finalists. Amber and Leon on both sides, Gene on one, 8-bit on the other. Battle for the center is pretty intense this game. Amber's burning up the place everywhere. But that ball hasn't been touched yet. Ken moves forwards. Lulu is going to go down. And Freelancers start to make their push. Trusting on the right, trying to find a better position while invisible. Oh, it's actually going to go down to the Lulu. To the Amber, played by Lulu. And honestly, Rohit is struggling here. Kirit dealing a lot of damage. The pull on the healing turret. Oh, sorry, on the damage turret. And the ball just finds itself sitting on the center line once more. Rohit goes down. Lulu walks into Amber's oil and is going to go down as well. This could be Popo's opportunity here. Trashting is going to try and kick the ball away. 20 seconds remaining before we get to overtime. Rohit needs to stay alive here, but of course 8-bit moves so slowly and Amber can take him down so fast. Freelancers have pushed Popo all the way back. If they've got a super ready, this could be a goal. 1 elimination, 2 eliminations, 3 eliminations! Freelancers are your second finalists! Two close matches for sure, but Freelancers and Ladder Warriors are going to be your two finalists. We're going to celebrate the winners of this match in just a few moments, but I want to quickly go through what the plan is now moving forwards. Next up is going to be the third place match. Of course, prize pool is affected by this third place match, so they've got everything to play for still. After the third place match, we're going to move on to the finals, which will be between Ladder Warriors and Freelancers. That is a match that you will not want to miss here in the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament. Here are your winners, the Freelancers, Trash Can, Instinct, Rohit, and Trash Vade. Yes, I can confirm, YouTube chat. The finals are happening today, here, now, well, after the next match. We got the third place match, and then the grand finals coming up. Congratulations one more time to freelancers. We'll see you again soon.
啱啱我哋睇到嘅就係 Brawl Stars 3對3嘅激烈對戰。遊戲自從2017年發布之後，緊張刺激嘅團隊合作同埋即時對戰模式，一直都有世界各地玩家嘅支持。我哋今日就邀請咗馬來西亞嘅 YouTuber 希松啲，佢哋3個嘅 channel 就係以 Brawl Stars 嘅內容為主嘅，一齊睇下佢哋有啲咩想同我哋分享啦。Hey 兄弟，你哋好！我知道你哋有一個好多關於 Brawl Stars 內容嘅 channel 啦。咁當初你哋係幾時開始認真玩呢隻 game？ 而呢隻 game 有啲咩咁吸引你嘅地方呢？
它刚开始的时候是它怎么说？我们在马来西亚开始发行的前几天呢，我们就看到了这款游戏，所以我们就下载了这款游戏，就预约，然后等到它上线，我们就下载下来一起玩这样子，没有错。然后刚开始呢，也是抱着一个想玩的心态而去玩的，就分享的概念吧，分享快乐啦，也没有说特别要为了做什么这样子。而且这款游戏的好处就是说它时间比较短啊。就很多游戏它时间太长来说呢，我们没有办法在空闲的时间来玩一玩这样。对，这个的话很简单，可能我们玩3分钟它结束了，我们就可以继续回到我们的工作上面啦，这样子。
你哋嘅 channel 管理模式就比較特別啦，因為係3個人一齊創立同埋管理。咁想了解一下當初係點樣開始呢個 channel 嘅呢？
首先先讲好处啦，好处就比较开心的一点呢，也就是这款游戏是3人游戏，所以说我们3个人一起玩的话呢，刚好就可以组成一个队伍，就一起去玩。对，如果说不好的地方、困難的地方呢，就在於我們要可能比較難片之類的。我們錄製影片的話呢，需要湊齊3個人在一起，這個是比較難的。
今年2021年啦，你哋對於自己嘅 YouTube channel 有啲咩計劃呢？
目前我们应该是保持一样子吧，就是分享我们日常玩游戏的影片啊，还有一些突发的影片，也就是说官方的更新啊，或者一些比较特别的资讯啊，我们都会持续做回类似的东西吧。主要还是每天都有我们之前的节奏啦，就是主要以分享快乐为主。
如果我哋嘅觀眾都想成為遊戲 KOL， 你會有啲咩建議俾佢哋啊
？KOL 啊，其實我們自認呢，也不算是一個 KOL 啦。我们只是一个喜欢分享的人，就是说我们玩了游戏过后，想把快乐分享给其他的一些观众啊，或者是我们称之为兄弟的一些好兄弟啦。对，所以说你在想去做这样东西的时候，最主要你享受那个游戏吧。如果你不喜欢玩这个游戏，就是说你并不喜欢一直玩游戏的人，一段时间过后你放弃的话，你就浪费掉你前面所有的努力嘛。如果你很喜欢，然后你一直坚持这样做的话，你就是可以来玩一玩，这样子去试下做一下。首先就是带着一个快乐的心态去玩了，然后慢慢看一下你的频道可以走到怎样的程度，再打算接下来做什么。
It's time for the third place match between Resonance and Popo. We got Jay, NYE, Vex, and Aaron versus Lulu, Kiritampo, and... Sorry, guys. The bands are Leon, Byron, Edgar, and Byron. People really not wanting to see any Byron today, but that makes sense. Of course, if you've missed the start of today's show, you won't know that we've changed up the set order. We start with Kaboom Canyon now, moving on into Olive Branch, and then Minecart Madness before eventually moving on to Backyard Bowl and Canal Grande. Until now, we started with Minecart Madness, then Backyard Bowl and Canal Grande, But because we didn't see much Siege or Heist, we decided to shift those to the front. This battle for third place will take place and start any moment now. Time for Colette, 8-Bit Amber. Dude, I love to see it. Genuinely. I really enjoy seeing it. I think that Colette is really fun to watch in general. Do you guys like Colette in YouTube chat? What do you think? Love her? Hate her? Somewhere in between? I love her. I think she's great. Awesome brawler. Very interesting design. And as predicted, these are the comps. Popo actually going to play Brock instead of 8-Bit, but otherwise, yeah, exactly as predicted. That being said, look at this safe taking damage here at the bottom. Resonance are already in trouble as Popo blasting away. Lulu just missed the super though, somehow. Doesn't matter too much. The Rocket Fuel going to deal a lot of damage to 8-Bit there, who does get eliminated. Rocket's just going to super, which finishes up the Amber. 40% remaining, and Resonance cannot seem to get their foot in the door for this game. It's 15% remaining, and honestly, this game is already over. I find it very unlikely that Popo is able to deal 100% damage before that other 8% comes in from Resonance. Here comes Spirit. Super is ready. Oh, it's not ready. My bad. Now it is. Okay. Game 1 of the third place match. Goes Popo. Game 2 is going to start shortly. Resonance are going to try to make a comeback. Try to make a stand But honestly, they seemed so outmatched in that first game. I don't know. Based on that alone, things are not looking great. Hopefully I'm wrong and we get a close match, but here we go. Oh. Amber switched out from Popo. Jesse switched in. And a very similar story to the last game. Kirit gonna start dashing in with Colette. And this just feels like the beginning. Brock laying siege to the enemy safe. Jessie energizing her turret there, keeping it alive on the left side. Honestly, Resonance just can't stop this. They don't seem to have the ability to put these brawlers at bay. .4% remaining on the save. There is so little the Popo could do, the Resonance could do as Popo take the set. I mean, these haven't just been close wins or anything. These have been dominating victories. We're going to move on to Siege. And so far, with every Siege match that we've had today, the winning team has been the team that lost at Heist. Sorry, the winning team has been the team that lost at Heist. Will that trend continue? Based on that first performance, I would say probably not. It really did seem as though Resonance were being dominated that game. In which case, I think our finals is going to be very interesting because it'll be interesting to see if the team that beat Popo, Freelancers, dominate the team that beat Resonance, the Ladder Warriors, as they were all close games up until now. This is the furthest it's been. We're moving on to Siege on Olive Branch. This is the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament 2021. Get excited. The matches continue any moment now. We got Surge Max Sprout versus Amber Sprout and Leon. Very different compositions. And what is happening here? Hang on. That was weird. Bill Nye appeared to be standing still. Am I missing something? Is there a banned brawler being played or something? What? Who's banned for this one? I don't think any of these brawlers were banned. Oh, they did play banned brawler. Wait, who's banned? Oh, Leon was banned. Leon was banned. Oh, dear. Well, there you go. Well, that happened, guys. I did say the winning team with Siege is usually the one that lost at Heist. This isn't exactly the circumstances that I expected that to happen in, though. Whoopsie. Well, that's all. Well, that's going to be a game loss, I assume, for Popo. The scores should update to reflect that. Just replay. It should be a game loss for Popo, so they need to like reset the score here. This shouldn't be right. I've just messaged my contact at LeaguePass, so hopefully they'll be able to sort that out in a second. Is Leon banned? Let me just double check that. Where's my spreadsheet? I'll be just a moment, guys. And there you have it. The score has been updated to reflect the result. There you go. Resonance take a 1-game win. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. What a disappointment. But it happens. This isn't the first time. It's not even the second or third time I've seen this happen in Brawl Stars Esports. It's so easy to accidentally forget the bans and pick one. This is the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament. Game 2 of Siege will start any moment now. And the first real game of Siege. All right, we got Max, Surge, BB versus Colette, Sprout. Very different competition. First Siege going in favor of Resonance is not what Popo wanted to see after taking that loss from the previous game. However, this looks like potentially a full... yeah, it's a full defend. And 3 bolts in favor of Popo towards the next Siege. But can they get control of the center back? Vex is dashing around, collecting these bolts. Jay on the right side, ready to get the next one. Popo need to do something here. Popo were able to get the bolts they needed. However, if they can't finish this in one push, it's looking like Resonance is going to get the 3rd Siege. In goes the Siege bot. Kirit, as the Max, is going to try and deal some damage here to the BB. Only 35% down. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Popo need to basically get every single bolt in order to win the next Siege. And I think that's going to be pretty important here. Vex banks that bolt. It's 5 versus 8. And it looks like Resonance have got control. There's nothing Popo can do. This next siege bot is going directly to their base. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 pounds, as here comes the siege bot. Popo needs to stop this. Sprout's wall is ready. Blocked off, it goes all the way around. But here comes 3 brawlers. And the damage comes in thick and fast. Resonance takes siege. Every time today. Literally every single time today. The winner of Heist and the winner of Siege have been 2 different teams. So far, every time today, the winner of Siege has then gone on to lose the whole thing. So, you know, that doesn't mean too much necessarily, but it brings some excitement for us, as we are going to be going to Minecart Madness next and then Brawl Ball. Guaranteed. Minecart Madness coming up. Sprout's real chance to shine. We've seen some Colette do a lot of work on Minecart Madness as well over the last few weeks. It's like Aaron said in chat there. Delay is unfortunate, but like, if it happens, it happens. It's not like a team is choosing for the other team to get delay. They're getting lucky. They're not going to feel great about it. It's just the realistic... it's just the result of games in this current climate where we cannot travel for events. Unfortunately, this is going to happen sometimes. It's better than not being able to compete at all. We'll say that. Sprouts on both sides, Amber's on both sides, and Max is on both sides. As Resonance are going to get that early lead by taking down the enemy Sprout. It seems as though Resonance have really picked it up since their horrific loss in Heist. Vex back against the minecart there. Almost was knocked out. But able to hang in there, able to stay alive. 5 gems, 6 gems, 7 gems for Resonance. They've lost their Amber. Sorry, they've lost their Max even. And it does seem as though Popo has gripped control of the center for now. If all 3 members of Popo stay alive, Resonance might be in trouble. Jay blocked by that Sprout wall of his own making, and then blocked by the other one too. That is 10 gems for Popo. Sprout just needs to get out of there. Wonder if Sprout will ever go out of the meta, says Infernos. I don't know, dude. Sprout's very powerful right now. Sprout, I would say Sprout is maybe even a little bit overtuned right now. It's a little bit stronger than maybe it needs to be. That's going to be a big fat win for Popo on the board. Wait, hang on. Wait, that's not right. Hang on, the scoreboard's wrong. It should be... Wait, is the scoreboard wrong? I thought Resonance won. Have I lost it? No, Popo won. What am I talking about? Okay, sorry, guys. A big fat win for Popo on the board. Apologies for that. I just had a moment. It's still early in the UK. Popo need one more win, and then we move on to Brawl, which would be their match point. But Resonance began to make a comeback in Siege. Maybe they can continue to make one here. Same compositions as last time. And Popo once again have that early lead with bolts. Gems rather. I'm getting confused with Siege now. Five gems for Popo. Resonance still pushed back. Bill Nye on his own, trapped into the fight by the hedge behind him. He is going to get wiped out. Kirit goes down though, which means maybe Resonance are going to get to push forwards here. The minecart blocking the action, but allowing Resonance to creep closer and closer. This is a really close game of gem grab here. 8 gems versus 6. 9 gems versus 6. Popo need one more. And they've got complete control of the map. Sprout gets it. He's going to retreat. The minecart is also going to block Resonance path. Resonance have no way to equalize. They have to deal with the Sprout now. But Sprout can just move back. He puts a hedge in the way. Popo take minecart madness. We move on to Brawl. Yes, when Popo played the banned Brawler earlier, they had a 1-game penalty. Resonance then went on and won the other game of Siege, which is why the score is the way that it is. But now it's Backyard Bowl. And Resonance have got their work cut out for them, as Popo, apart from in Siege, have been dominating today. Well, not today. They lost their first game, obviously, because they're in the 3rd place match. But in this match, they've been dominating so far. We'll see if they can continue that in Brawl. You are watching the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament. This is the third place match between Resonance and Popo. One of these teams will come in third place in this tournament. The other will come in fourth. And then after this match concludes, we will watch the championship match. Here we go. 8-bit Piper Colette versus Amber Colette and Max. Two very different compositions. Early lead seems to go to Popo as they've got Resonance with their backs against the goal already. Jay going to attempt to kick it away, but Colette ready to block off their attack. Popo standing their ground as Resonance try to find an opening here. Lulu takes some damage on the right, but Carrot with Max is going to dash in, goes down to the Piper. Bill Nye, very weak on health himself though. A little kick towards the Lulu. And that Colette on the right side is causing a real annoyance for the other team. The dash in from Popo didn't work from the Colette. It was shut down. 25 seconds on the clock. Still, neither team has scored a goal. And it looks like Resonance, they're making their push. Could this be the moment? 8-bit goes down. Jay having to retreat. Jay goes down at the worst possible moment. Only Bill Nye stands in Popo's way. What? The reversal yet again. Amber is trying to stay alive here. The super shot goes in. Resonance take the first game of Brawl Ball. Well, Resonance once again showing that they are not here to be defeated easily. That was one heck of a comeback. And here we go. This time Popo bringing out B. And pops up Rattled Hive already. Rattled Hive completely missing. As the whole of Popo get eliminated and Resonance scores already. Lulu popping the Rattled Hive again. This time actually getting some damage off. But oh my, Popo have got so much work to do this game if they don't want to see bounty. Piper goes down. Jay goes down as well. This could be Popo's opportunity to get a goal in here. Aaron goes down. This is it. 3v0. The respawns have come in though. So Popo just needs this push to go on a little bit longer. Lulu is ready to start blasting away with B on the right. Jay goes down. Lulu is going to pass the ball to Piper. Or not. Oh, he was hoping Piper would use the super, but Piper died before he had the chance. Oh no! The push from Popo has fizzled out. "40 seconds left, and this is Popo's last chance to stand their ground in Brawl Ball. "14 seconds left, and I don't know how Popo are going to do this. Jay is just trying to get away with the ball. 5 seconds left. Time is up, and Resonance take Brawl Ball. We are going all the way to Bounty, everyone. The bans were Leon, Edgar, and Byron, I think, if I remember rightly. Leon, Byron, and Edgar. Yeah. All right. It is Canal Grande. Or Canal Grande. Frank never got back to me about that. If you're watching the stream, make sure you are subscribed to LeaguePass Esports, by the way. For more Brawl Stars tournaments in the future, I am sure, hit that sub button. You can also, I think a shameless plug is warranted here. You can also be free, never mind, I butchered it. You can also feel free to follow twitch.tv/Falcone for some other Brawl Stars streams, and other streams too. We move on to Canal Grande. It's the third place match. Third place, everything to play for. Resonance were losing hard at Heist and Minecart Madness Gem Grab. But they made a stand in Siege and Brawl Ball. It all comes down to this. Here we go. We got Sandy, Jean, and Daryl versus Sandy, Amber, and Sprout. Again, very different compositions, different to everything that we're used to as well from the other games today. Aaron going to find a nice elimination on Lulu there on the right side. But it's 3 stars apiece, and Popo have the blue star right now. But Aaron isn't going to stop there. Charges in. He's going to get eliminated after getting elimination himself. Which means Popo are now significantly in the lead. Here it goes up with the Sand Super. Looks like he's going to try and find a sneaky elimination on Daryl there. No, not quite. Jay rolls in, tries to get some damage on Critter, rolls again, and with the steel hoop stays alive, but no, he's going to get eliminated after all. Bill Nye, though, gets a pull, and a nice elimination. It's still 11-11, but Popo still have the blue star. Sprout at the back, just trying to stay alive. 14 seconds remaining. Resonance need to do something now. Jay is going to have to roll in. He's getting ready to do so. In he goes. But it's not enough. Jay eliminated. Aaron goes down. Popo take the first game of Bounty. You're watching the Asia Mobile Esports Tournament 2021. Popo need one more win to become your third place team. But standing in their way, Resonance, who, although they've had some pretty bad games, they've had some pretty good games today as well. And they are not going to let Popo take this third place and the prize pool associated with it without a fight. This event was brought to you by LeaguePass and Cyberport. There we go. Sandy, Sprout, and Jackie. Jackie is more like what we expect to see on Canal Grand versus Amber, Sprout, and Sandy. Jackie versus Amber is the only difference here. And Amber's gonna burn Jay up. The shield isn't gonna keep him alive. There was one more proc than I was expecting there. As the eliminations fly through thick and fast for Popo with a big early lead. Not big enough to stay to think they're safe though. So now a very nice lead. If Bill Nye goes down here, that could spell the end for Resonance as Bill Nye falls, Aaron falls for 12 stars above Popo's heads. Even a full team wipe will not be enough for Resonance to catch up here. A full team wipe would be another 9 stars. It's not enough. Resonance need a full team wipe and then even more eliminations after that. They're going to push Popo back to the spawn, but I don't think it's going to matter. 13 seconds remaining. There just isn't any time. Popo are your 3rd place winners. And there you have it. Popo are going to take the 3rd place win, meaning that Resonance are your 4th place champions. That's it. That's the 3rd place match concluded, which means there's one match remaining today. And I wonder which one that's going to be. It's going to be the finals, everyone. Get excited, YouTube chat. The final match between the Freelancers and the Ladder Warriors. It's coming up in just a few moments. But first, we're going to celebrate one last time the winners of this match. It's Popo who claimed the 3rd place title. Here they are. Lulu, Kiratampo, and yeah, still haven't learned. Sorry, guys. Anyone in chat know an English translation for that name? Your final match between the Ladder Warriors and Freelancers start in just a few moments. Here are your bands: Colette, Amber, Jesse, and Byron. No Edgar band, no Sprout band, no Max band, no Leon band. We're going to start things off with Kaboom Canyon. We are wasting no time with this. The final starts now. Kaboom Canyon coming up any second now. And now YouTube chat. This is the moment. I want to hear from you. Which team is going to win? Ladder Warriors or Freelancers? Which is the best team in Asia right now? I need you to tell me. I want to hear it. We got 8-Bit, Piper, and Pam up against 8-Bit. Sprout and Mr. P. Wow, without Colette and Amber, this meta really is shifted up, isn't it? Respawn's going to go ahead and destroy the enemy wall and just get ready to start blasting away at the enemy safe. 69% already. Ladder Warriors have got such a good early lead. Sprout goes down. And Fresh Tea getting really close. Mama's Hug keeping her alive a little bit, but actually not dealing that much damage. Mr. P's Porters being as annoying as ever. Going to start blasting away at the healing turret. Freelancers are in trouble. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. And it seems that Ladder Warriors are going. CZK teleports to his super, pops the gadget, and blasts away. 9% remaining for Freelancers. Can they somehow deal 100% damage before taking that remaining 9? How well can Freelancers lock this thing down? It's not looking good for them. And there you have it. Ladder Warriors take game number 1. A very convincing victory it was as well. Ladder Warriors safe, remaining on 100% does not bode well for them whatsoever. 8-Bit, CZK was able to deal so much damage to the enemy safe there. Again, throwing his super over the lake, teleporting to it. And I mean, 8-Bit deals a lot of damage with that 50% damage boost, it has to be said. Big congratulations to Ladder Warriors for taking the first game, but it's just the first game of many. Potentially. Every single match today has gotten to set 4. This could be no exception. And I hope it isn't an exception. I want to see this one go all the way. Game 2 is just about to begin. We're just waiting for the players to get ready, guys. Again, just to remind you, just to repeat from what we were saying earlier, When the games take a while to start, it is always a case of just waiting for the players to be ready. Believe me, I'm not delaying this for fun. I want to see the gameplay as much, if not more, than you do. Here we go. Eight-Bit Piper and Pam versus 8-Bit B and Pam. Trashting switching to B. Let's see if the Freelancers can put up more of a fight this time. It doesn't look like it based on the start. Just look at how consistently CZK is dealing with the other team while just like not getting eliminated himself on the left side. Him and Response. Oh, to be fair, Response kind of got pincered there. It's going to pop the gadget, but it's not enough. Only 20% damage dealt. It seems like it should have been more than that. Freelancers are putting up a good fight. In fact, Freelancers are making their way downtown. The Rattled Hive doesn't quite hit the safe, but there's only 11% in it now. Ladder Warriors need to pull themselves together or they might just about to be getting stomped. 4% in it now with B getting that hit. But CZK finds an elimination. Response launches himself forward, finds the 8-Bit, and now he's going to start attacking the enemy safe, widening the gap between these two teams. B goes down again. %84 versus 65% here. And there you have it. Freelancers put up more of a fight that time, but at the end of the day, the Ladder Warriors are taking Heist. That is one set done. We are going to move on to Siege next, and so far, every single match, without fail, the team that has won Siege has gone on to lose the whole thing. We'll see if that is a trait that repeats itself here. But Siege is coming up, and one way or another, it's going to have a winner. It's Siege on Olive Branch. This is the Asia Mobile Esports Tournament 2021, brought to you by LeaguePass and Cyberport. Do support the sponsors. Check them out. They make this tournament happen. They give you the content. They give these players the opportunities. Sponsors are important, guys. Just give them some support. We have got Sprout, Leon, and Max versus BB Sprout and Rosa. Again, 2 different compositions here. Ladder Warrior going for more mid-range. Freelance is going much more tanky. Trash Distinct is going to trade. And it's going to be Ladder Warriors getting this first siege and banking bolts towards the second one. Not a good start for the Freelancers. How much of a defense can the Freelancers pull here? Nice wall from Sprout. Trash Distinct is going at the siege bot. Is it even going to deal any damage? 4% damage dealt. But Ladder Warriors have complete control of the center. Honestly, 8 bolts, 9 bolts, 10 bolts banked by the Ladder Warriors. And look at Freelancers! Ike melting! That is gonna be it! There's no way it survives this! The Sprout final shot does the damage! Ladder Warriors take their first win in Siege. One more win, and Ladder Warriors will have done the impossible, as in so far today, and won both Heist and Siege back to back. Can it be done? We're going to find out in just a few moments, but so far, Ladder Warriors are looking good. Freelancers are sweating. This is the Grand Finals, the most important match of the tournament. We're going to move on to the second game of Siege right now. We got Siege Mortis, everyone. We got Edgar, Mortis, and Daryl versus Sprout, Sandy, and Leon. I love it. Siege Mortises. Mortis goes down, but Edgar is going to jump on in. Edgar and Leon with the close range 1v1. Edgar with the super jump is able to stay alive and annihilate the Freelancers. It is a siege bot coming in and 3 bolts banked for the next one. Freelancers need to start bucking up their ideas now. Look at response going in with Daryl. 14% damage dealt. All of Ladder Warriors safe and in control of the center. CZK going to bank a bolt and just get out of there. Edgar's going to try and take on Leon again, but this time Edgar goes down. Freelancers are able to start banking bolts now, but it doesn't matter too much, as Ladder Warriors already have such a big advantage. They're going to tie it up. No, they weren't quite able to tie it up in time. I'm not even sure if they were trying to. It's going to be Ladder Warriors Siege here, and the question is, are they going to try and push it and get this done in one push or not? Edgar jumps in. Response rolls in. This looks like they're going to try and end it here and now. No, they're not. Response rolls away. It's now all about this final siege. Nice jump from Edgar. Jumps in, grabs the bolts, gets the speed boost. Doesn't quite get away with the bolt though. Response is going to grab it. Oh no, this is so bad for Freelancers. Response was free to grab 3 bolts on the right side. CZK banks some bolts as well, and that is 3 sieges to the Ladder Warriors. They are going to be taking this one home. We now move on to Minecart Madness. The final, potentially the final set of the day. Which team is going to take this one? Will it be the Ladder Warriors, the team that have been winning every single set in this match until now, or will the Freelancers make their great comeback? This is their moment. This is their moment to prove themselves, to make a comeback, to stand their ground in this grand finals, to show why they deserve to be here. But the Ladder Warriors are not going to make that easy for them, as they have been dominating so far today. It's do or die time for the Freelancers. We're actually seeing an Ems along with Leon this time, which is very, very different. Ladder Warriors, I don't know if they're showing off or whether they just have a very unique strategy. Either way, Response is carrying those gems to victory right now. That is 9. One more gem will do it. And Freelancers just cannot seem to get a look into this game. Response isn't even backing off. It's not even concerned. Ems, Crow, and Leon is the weirdest esports composition that I've ever seen, but it's worked for them. We are on match point. One more win will do it for the Ladder Warriors. This is the Asia Mobile Esports Tournament 2021. My name is Falcone. I have been your caster and host through this event. It has been 4 broadcast days. Last Friday, last Sunday, yesterday, and today. And now, at the end of it all, we are left with 2 teams. Ladder Warriors and Freelancers. Only one of these 2 teams can be victorious. And looking at the screen right now, we've got a pretty clear sign of which team it's probably going to be. We got Tick, B, and PSG Chalet up against Sprout, Sandy, and Mr. P. And Freelancers are pushed right back against their spawn. Response is just sort of hanging out, having a good time, dodging everything. Look at Response. He's entered the Matrix at the top of the screen there. Seven gems to 3. Freelancers do have control of the center. We are seeing a little bit of a comeback here, but Response is digging in with Shelly, getting closer. Unfortunately for Freelancers, they've had to push back. Though the minecart, hang on, the minecart wiped out the Tick. Is this a comeback? No, yes! Sprout manages to stay alive with a very well-timed gadget. It's all up to Response. I don't think he can't stop this. Freelancers take their first game of the match. I mean, that's what happens. That's what happens when you try and troll too hard, Ladder Warriors. The beginning of a comeback, potentially. After that, I kind of want to see the Freelancers win. Tick just got crushed by the minecart. And honestly, I think Ladder Warriors just got crushed by their own confidence. One win now to Freelancers. One more win and we move on to Brawl Ball. It's possible. But my suspicion would be that Ladder Warriors pick this up now. Stop playing silly games. And actually try to win. This is the Asian Mobile Esports Tournament brought to you by LeaguePass and Cyberport. And it's the final match. It's the Grand Finals. Only one team. Only one team can win this. And it's looking like it is very heavily skewed towards one certain team. But here we go. This looks more serious now. We've got Max, Sprout, and Leon versus Mr. P, Sprout, and Leon. Ladder Warriors are just dominating this game at the moment. Complete control of the center. This is more like what we expect to see. Barring any disasters, things look good. CZK pops the super, just about getting the friendly Sprout in range of that to zoom his way into the center. 9 gems, 10 gems. Freelancers are looking for an elimination here. Trash Stinked is right there. And Fresh T didn't know. Trash Stinked is able to get the 10 gems! Response does the same thing though, stealing the 10th gem from Trash Stink's teammate. The battle for the center really has begun. It's not going to happen. I don't think they can't equalize. They need an elimination, and they're not going to get it. The Freelancers win gem grab. This match is not over yet. As we move on to Brawl Ball. Every single match today has gone to Brawl Ball. Again, Ladder Warriors. I do think they got a bit overconfident there, and their overconfidence might actually end up being their downfall. We are moving on to the next match. The next set, rather. It is going to be Brawl Ball on a Backyard Bowl. Oh, and Ladder Warriors got some work to do now, because I'll tell you something. It would be embarrassing if they were to lose this. Now. We are moving on to Brawl Ball and Backyard Bowl any moment now. Apologies for the delay, guys. I think that Ladder Warriors might just need to cool off for a second after that last one. Oh, never mind. I take it back. We are going for it. Pam 8-Bit and Leon versus Piper 8-Bit and Leon. Freelancers get first touch, so they are going to kick the ball towards Pam. But that doesn't matter too much as Response and CZK are able to get some eliminations between them. CZK puts up the damage turret. He goes down. Response is getting very weak. I don't know if his super isn't ready. He could really use it now as he tries to dodge Trash Stink's fire. Response blocked by Trash Ken's teleport. Unbelievable. But Response getting so much damage in now. Freelancers can't stop it. Ladder Warriors score. Ooh, okay, but out of nowhere, Trash Stink rushes in and gets a goal of his own. It's 1-1. CZK has control of the ball, and it looks like Ladder Warriors generally have control of the map. CZK teleports back to get some healing off. The walls come down. Trash Stings goes down. Is this a goal waiting to happen? Ladder Warriors are still alive. Response still alive. CZK needs to help his team now. Both players are so weak. The Ladder Warriors fall. But they made the comeback! They made it in! We are back on match point once again! You're watching the Asia Mobile Esports Tournament. It's the finals. It's match point. Ladder Warriors are one game away from claiming the title. Could this be that game? Trash Ken bringing out Spike. Haven't seen much Spike in this tournament. Leon's 8-bits on both sides. Pam for Ladder Warriors. And Freelancers get a very nice early start there. Trash Ken with an open goal. He's going to just put it in. Ladder Warriors here. They need this push to work. They're going for match point. CZK has the ball. There's no one in the way. It just goes in. Freelancers need to defend themselves now. It's do or die. They cannot let the Ladder Warriors score on them one more time. Very nice healing and damage turrets there from the Pam and the 8-bit on the left. CZK, very healthy. Gonna teleport back as soon as he starts taking some damage from Trash Stinked. The ball still sitting on the line. All-out war between these two teams, but it's now 3v2 as Response and CZK try to stay alive together. Response so weak. Gonna let the healing turret tank the damage, but he does eventually go down. Fresh T appears to replace him. 13 seconds. 10 seconds on the clock. And it's going to be overtime. The all-out war continues as Freelancers edge closer to the ball. All brawlers alive and healthy right now. Sheriff Vade getting as much damage in as possible. Spike also dealing the damage. They're pushing forwards. Sheriff Vade scores. We are going all the way. We're going all the way to the next game. Freelancers just refuse to be defeated. They are going to fight on. The beginning of a potential reverse sweep has happened. I said earlier, every single time today, the winner of Siege has gone on to lose the whole thing. Could this be the curse of Siege in this tournament? We're going to the next game. And just to address my going silent for a few seconds between games, guys, saving my voice. I'm casting this on my own. I'm shouting a lot. It's the finals. I'm going to just stop talking for a few moments just to save my voice so that I can really get shouty for the finals. Leon 8-Bit Pam versus Leon 8-Bit and Spike. It's the same comps again. Will Freelancers continue their comeback? Sheriff Fade is taking a lot of damage at the top there, just trying to stay alive with Trash Ken next to him. Fade takes even more damage there. He cannot seem to move without CZK lasering him down. CZK also getting a little weaker there as his response on the left side. Ken goes down. CZK in response, hanging in there. Response pops the super just to stay alive, and it works beautifully. He's creeping around behind Vade to get that damage in. Vade is weak. 3 brawlers pushing from Ladder Warriors side of things. CZK might have an opening here. He shoots. He scores. Once again, we are on match goal. 1 minute 15 seconds. Freelancers need to score now. And they have! This is down to the wire. This is the finals we were hoping for. Sheriff Fade, damage turret goes up, and Ken is using it. Pushing damage on Fresh T. CZK stays alive just about. Using Pam's healing turret to hang on in there. Response on his own by the ball, by the enemy goal. I don't know that he's going to be able to push this one. CZK has to teleport away. CZK supers up. Him in response seem ready to go, but they need to get past this Spike and this 8-Bit. CZK goes down, it's just response. Fresh T coming into support, but response is so weak. No super ready, he can't heal. Response falls. Freelancers together are pushing the ball down towards Ladder Warriors' goal. 2 damage turrets go up. Fresh T just trying to get away from the Spike. Trash Sting's taking a lot of damage. So is Pam. Everyone is so weak except response. Trash Stinks. He shoots. He scores. We are going all the way to Bounty. These have been the closest matches. These have been the closest matches today. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Up until today, every single match has been, apart from one, I think every single match apart from one has been 3-0s. Today, we get 3 that all go to set 4, and then the grand finals is going all the way to set 5. This is exactly what we were hoping for from a finals day. And it's all going to come down to Bounty on Canal Grand. Which team will take this one home? We'll find out in just a few moments. How the turn has tabled. How the turntables. This could not be more intense. I agree with Shafin. It looked like the Ladder Warriors were going to dominate, but they messed up, man. They played that stupid comp in Minecart Madness and actually threw the game. If they lose, if they come second now, they will be devastated and it will all be their fault. Because I think if they played a normal comp in Minecart Madness twice, they'd have won. Even if Freelancers lost is like a win to them. True. True. They have fought really hard here. This is like one of the best comebacks I've seen. The fact that they've almost achieved a reverse sweep, whether or not they achieve it or not, is insane. All right. We got Daryl, Sprout, and Sandy up against Jackie, Sprout, and Gene. Trashting to go ahead, grab the center bar star, and also eliminate the Sandy immediately. A very nice start for the Freelancers. Gene getting the pull in there and going to find yet another elimination. It is 5 stars to 0, but wait, Response going to roll on in and get several eliminations. Ten versus 14. This is a very high killing game here as the Freelancers find themselves in a slight lead. Instinct, though, pushing all the way down. It's just... what? Trash Thing just pushed all the way down, died. Freelancers are still ahead because they've got the blue star. 4 seconds remaining. Response rolls in, gets eliminated, but at the last moment, Sprout finds a kill. Oh my days. What? I'm sorry. I'm just watching that back a second on my side. I've got the YouTube, I've got the stream up on a slight delay. 1 second the last remaining second. Hang on. I gotta... okay. Fresh went in. Response rolled in. I'm like watching this like frame by frame. Response rolled in. Died against Jackie. But at the same time, CZK and Fresh both just annihilated the enemy Sprout. It was CZK and Fresh between them. Absolutely insane. The Sprout and the Sandy just completely popped off. Response was more of a distraction than anything. That is nuts. Well, we're back on match point. Why are you spamming F's in chat? Okay. Oh, let's go off stream. Ah! Similar comps. Actually, no. Trashing. Freelancers have gone for Brock, Piper, and B this time. Very different. This time the Gene is on Ladder Warriors side. And this time it's Ladder Warriors that get that first elimination. Fresh has the blue star. Is going to try and deal damage to Sheriff Fade. Actually gets quite a bit in before Sheriff Fade escapes. The wall goes up though, and now Fresh has got a great place to start attacking. Response rolls in from behind. That is now 7 stars to 0. Trash Ding with the rocket fuel is gonna get a lot of damage on the team, but it's not enough. 9 to 0 with Response rolling in, getting the kill, and then backing off. And that Sprout Hedge was disgusting, trapping 2 members of Freelancers in, and then just laying fire on them. Response is going to roll away completely, well, just about fine. Another hedge is going to block off Freelancers. Guys! 13 stars above Ladder Warriors' head. Freelancers would need to wipe the whole team and then start eliminating them again. It's not possible. Your champions for the Asia Mobile Esports Tournament are the Ladder Warriors! Well, there you have it. What a match that ended up being. What a day this ended up being. But at the end of it all, the Ladder Warriors claim the championship title. They came first, Freelancers second, Popo third, and Resonance fourth. Here are your winners. ABG, CZK, Response, Fresh T, and Wriggly Spoo. I still wish we got to see Wriggly Spoo play. I want to see Wriggly Spoo play some Brawl Stars, because Wriggly Spoo has the best name in Brawl Stars. So, you know, it would have been good to see him compete as well. But there you have it. What a mammoth day today has ended up being as well. We started 7 a.m. UK time. It's now 10:30. This was a 3.5 hour day, which is long for a Brawl Stars day. And I'd love to say I'm going to go rest my voice now, but I've actually got to go stream. I get like a 20-minute break. Gonna have a lie down after that match. My goodness. Amazing. YouTube chat, I really hope that you have enjoyed yourselves today and through this tournament. Huge shout outs to LeaguePass, these guys, and Cyberport for allowing this tournament to happen and for having me on. But there you go. The Ladder Warriors are your Grand Champions, everyone. Thank you for watching. $2,500 for first place, $1,500 for second, and $1,000 for third. Poor Resonance. Going home with nothing. Can I send you a friend request? Yeah, of course you can. If you come to my Twitch stream, there's a command in Twitch chat which with my friend code. You can add me with that. That's the easiest way. Nah, thank you for watching, Panda.
各位得獎嘅選手，同時亦都多謝咁多位有份參賽嘅選手，為我哋帶嚟一場又一場咁緊張刺激嘅比賽啊 ！AME 2021圓滿結束，但係大家嘅電競旅程可能啱啱先開始，希望下一年會有更多優秀嘅選手面對面同場競技。我哋下年再見啦，拜拜！
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.